But we got
ASD
another
and
video.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
The link between Sonic and autism. So Sonic is autistic, is what this guy is trying to say. Let's see what
From
this
what
is
I've seen
talking
on the
about.
internet, there is a clear trend between the two. From content to memes to people just flat out asking, what is it with autistic people and Sonic? And this piqued my curiosity. So I decided to do some research in order to truly explain the link between Sonic the Hedgehog and autism spectrum disorder. For this video, I decided to split my findings into 3 different topics.
So satisfying.
Before we get into the nitty-gritty, I should probably explain what autism exactly is first. Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is a neurological disorder affecting the way a person socializes, behaves, and learns. The exact cause of autism is still unknown. However, scientists have found that it's typically genetic and can run in families.
Boo! You stink!
ASD can vary in type and severity in different people, hence why it's referred to as a spectrum disorder. The most highlighted symptoms usually include difficulty reading social cues, making little to no eye contact, talking on about a passionate subject despite other parties not being interested, and being more sensitive to sensory input, such as sight, sound, and taste. There are lots more symptoms that can vary from person to person, and can cause trouble for people with ASD to make friends or socialize. And if their disorder is severe, they may at times not be able to communicate at all. It's pretty common for someone to be diagnosed with ASD. According to the CDC, it affects approximately 1 in 36 people in the United States, and 1 in 100 worldwide. Autism is a common neurological disorder that affects one's form of communication as well as their senses. People with autism are often hard to communicate with, and the way to do so properly depends greatly on the severity of their disorder. However, it's still possible for an autistic person to excel at some activities most would find challenging. And that pretty much sums up the basics. Now that that's out of the way, it's time to get into the fun stuff. Sonic the Hedgehog. He and his friends
Sonic
need
the
no
Autistic
Introduction.
Hedgehog.
Introduced in
Let's
1991,
see.
the series would go on to
I
take
feel
the
like I
world by
low-key chat. Do you guys think I have autism? Be honest, chat. Do you guys think I have like ADHD or autism or some shit? Like, cause I feel like I have to go do a checkup or get diagnosed or something pretty soon, bro. Because the way I be feeling, the way it's like, bro, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I have something, bro. I feel like I have something.
Storm, spawning a long-running comics line, 7 television series, a multitude of attractions around the world, and even 3 blockbuster movies. Sonic is everywhere, and his bright blue color gives him away pretty easily. Which brings me to my first topic,
I remember that.
sensory appeal. Think to yourself, what is it that makes the Sonic series so iconic? Is it his super speed and his love for freedom? Or what about the huge and colorful beloved cast of characters? Or maybe it's the recognizable and catchy music that comes with every game. Well, what about all of those things? Because of autistic people's higher sensitivity to senses, they're in turn more sensitive to certain stimuli, making them more fixated on certain details or features. One of the most common findings in my research, more specifically when I googled the question up front, were the colors of the characters. Sonic has a very colorful cast. Almost every character has a certain
Bro, this
color
video
assigned to
might
them.
be about you, bro. So what are you trying to say, bro? Are you trying to say that I am autistic? Is that what you're trying to say?
Typically reflecting their traits. Let's take a look at the main crew, for example.
Yes.
Sonic's blue, representing his love for freedom and justice.
Alright, bro.
Tails is
whatever.
bright orange, his companionship and determination. Knuckles is red, his strength and anger. Amy's pink, her femininity and love. And Shadow's black, his dark past and inner pain. Some individuals
Why do you
with
speak
ASD
for the
may
sake
have
of...
trouble predicting the complex world around them. As they get familiar with characters such as those in Sonic the Hedgehog, they are able to easily read their cartoony facial features, and find not just predictability, but relatability as well, in their character design alone. And through this, they may find solace. You may find some individuals choosing their favorite character over other ones, with their color being a
this
major
music
factor as to
is-
why.
This music
And
is
this can
fire.
even branch beyond ASD. Someone may be comfortable with more overstimulating neon colors, like red, so they may be more intrigued by characters like
Clint didn't
Knuckles
tell
or
me
Dr.
hello,
Eggman.
chat.
While those
Because
more
you're a
comfortable
dick
with more
rider.
calm colors, like purple, may find the most consolation in SBO or Big. Sonic's huge cast of characters, each with their own identifiable color and personality, can provide comfort and stimulation to people with ASD. This comfort has the possibility to easily lead someone with ASD into an introduction with the Sonic games. However, it can go beyond just the design of the characters. Sonic is known for the fact that each game has a quality soundtrack. Almost each game. Along with visual stimuli, people diagnosed with ASD can also be more sensitive to auditory stimuli, in turn allowing them to become more easily.
So what do you guys say in chat? You guys just want me to not talk, you don't want me to dance, you want me to react to a video, but just like you don't want me to dance, you don't want me to talk, you don't want me to do nothing. Like, bro, it's like you guys just, bro, I can't, bro. Like I just can't, bro. I can't. Yo, at this point, I'm gonna just do me, bro. Like,
mesmerized in musical score. This can make listening to music feel more soothing and satisfying. That is, if it isn't too loud. They are also sensitive to the volume. Sonic's high quality soundtrack
not be autistic. I should time you out for that, bro.
Can
Real
easily
shit.
draw in players
Piss
with
me off,
ASD. Iconic songs like City Escape, Sonic Heroes, and Live and Learn, as well as instrumental pieces like Emerald Coast, Kingdom Valley, and Studiopolis can play a significant part in enhancing the gameplay experience of someone with ASD.
I danced in the earlier part
The
of the
memorable
stream,
melodies, comforting rhythm, and non-verbal expression of these songs can
Not
help people with
dancing
ASD
anymore.
escape from an overstimulating environment, in or outside of gameplay. Speaking of the gameplay,
I used to draw naked ladies and jerk off to it. Just kidding. Oh, we know you're not kidding, bro. We know you're not kidding. We know you're very serious. Because why would you just type that out? We're reacting to a Sonic video about Sonic possibly having autism. And you're talking about jerking off to women that you've drawn. Even my mom just heard that and she's in disbelief. You're disgusting. I hope you know that.
that too
I used to beat my meat to fish. Okay, you see? Now you guys are just going overboard. You guys are going above and beyond. What are you saying right now, bro? Oh, bro, chat, please let me react to this video. We'll do crazy confessions later, bro. Please, bro. By the way, if you have any crazy confessions that you want to type out, !confess. So you can type out your confessions in the Google form. We're going to do that at the end of the stream. And you can make them up. Just make them crazy. I used to...
can add sensory appeal to the Sonic games.
He's gonna piss me
If
off.
you have a brainstem, you know that Sonic gameplay is often fast-paced and speedy. This super fast gameplay can be very rewarding to certain autistic individuals. While some may find it too fast and too stimulating, others may find it perfect. Other individuals with ASD may be more stimulated mainly by the aesthetic or the visuals of the more stylistic games, like Sonic Rush, Colors, or Generations. The Sonic series of video games has a load of potential in terms of sensory appeal for autistic individuals. The colorful and cartoony design of its characters, its high standards for music, and speedy but stylistic
Nature is
gameplay
interlinked.
can all cater to people with ASD
If you know, you
really
know.
easily. The majority of those diagnosed with ASD will find a soothing and stable experience in not just the games,
interlinked
but
with
other forms of
humanity.
Sonic-related media as well, and likely get them hooked. Which brings me to my next topic: special interests. When talking about autism, you may have heard the phrase special interests pop up here and there. These refer to activities or objects that people develop a strong fondness for. For people with autism, these quote-unquote special interests can develop very easily. For
I
a
need a bottle
combination
cap
of
to chew on, bro. I need a bottle cap to chew on or something, bro. Or like a stress ball I can squeeze when I react to these videos. Because it's like, if I sit still for too long, I might fall asleep. I need to be stimulated, bro.
neurological reasons, individuals with autism can become so hyperfixated on certain ideas or topics that it, at times, may become harder for them to explore anything else. Whether it's a coping mechanism, a pathway for communication, or just something they're emotionally attached to, autistic people forming special interests is very common, and at times, it may be all they talk about. This is less of a reason as to why autistic people tend to be infatuated with Sonic, and more of a reason as to why it's so highlighted. If an autistic person has a special interest in something, they tend to show it. Often. The significant amount of autistic individuals within the Sonic community mixed with
Bro, I used to have an autistic kid in my class and you act just like, bro. So, bro, so what? Like, autism is my power if I have it. I don't think I have it, bro.
The desire
Gotta
to
get
share their
tested.
interests with others inside that community can lead to the trend becoming more noticeable. Sonic games have a lot to talk about in terms of history, story, and game design. When an autistic person has a special interest, they tend to pour hours into exposing themselves to it and learning more. This provides a lot of room for communication for autistic individuals within the Sonic community, something that typically may be a challenge for them outside of it. Which brings me to my third and final topic: escape. It's no secret that
Escape.
video games can provide a source of escape for many players, transporting them to a whole new world that isn't affected by
True.
issues that they may be encountering in their real one.
life.
Sonic is no different. With the social disadvantage that ASD causes, it's possible for some who are diagnosed to feel unwanted or like an outcast. With its symptoms, it most of the time becomes a challenge for those with ASD to make friends and engage with peers. As I said before, it's hard for them to read social cues, make eye contact, or know when to stop talking. Not only this, but the
Never mind.
overstimulation of someone with ASD may influence their social experiences in a negative way. As a result, autistic people may turn to the aforementioned special
Got
interests
good for you,
in order
bro.
to find comfort or escape.
Great.
One of which may include
Everyone, let's clap it up for U44 Gaming. He has 2 do-rags on right now, child. Let's clap it up for U44 Gaming. Congratulations, bro. You have 2 do-rags on. That's great, man. Fire.
video games. Video games provide a sense of control and predictability. When playing a video game, the player and the player alone is in control of the action. And if you're replaying a game, surprises are
letting
going
us
to be
know.
less likely. When making a mistake in a video game, you're granted practically an infinite amount of opportunities to try and try again, lowering the pressure of failing a lot, especially for those with ASD. The rules are clear and simple. If you mess up, it's not the end of the world. If there's something you don't understand, you'd usually
Take a minute, bro. You gotta take a minute just for that.
read the instructions or watch the
This is
tutorial
reacting
again.
to Sonic and you're talking about
And this
your
goes
left
beyond
nut.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Like, bro,
Super
what?
Mario, Rocket League, Fortnite, Persona, whatever it is, video games offer a virtual but controlled environment. As a result, those with ASD may find video games a place of safety, and, as I mentioned earlier, offers them a community of like-minded individuals. Sonic isn't the only gaming franchise that works well for autistic people. Video games as a whole easily attract those with ASD because of their defined
Especially
rules,
games like
lack
Fortnite.
of pressure, and a sense of control and belonging. Social interaction is important, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is that those with ASD who just feel overwhelmed with communication in their surroundings will likely take a break and immerse themselves in video games from time to time, and find a comforting escape. Video games like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Also, fire video. Oh, it's still
And
not
that
done.
is my explanation
Oh,
of the
final
link
thoughts. That's good for you, bro. That was a good video, man.